So emerald ash borer is it's an Asian buprested beetle. It's a jewel beetle. They're very attractive. In fact, they're lovely beetles. In its native range, which is in Asia, it attacks stressed ash trees, but in North America, the ash trees it encountered have no co-evolved resistance with it.
So this is a section of an American ash species, a green ash, and this is the damage that the beetles do. You can see the feeding damage has completely girdled the tree and killed it because it's interrupted the flow of water up from the roots and the flow of nutrients down from the canopy into the tree. And you can see there's sort of hardly any intact bark left.
We know that emerald ash borer can attack successfully healthy North American ash trees. We don't know so much about its potential impact on European ash.
The work we're doing is to try and figure out where European ash fits into the spectrum between the resistant native hosts of the beetle and the very susceptible North American hosts, which have been completely decimated. So trees have defenses that are already present in the bark. We think that in North America, because the trees haven't evolved with emerald ash borer and haven't had to defend it against it before, they don't sort of activate all of these defensive responses, and therefore they're not able to kill off the larvae. Whereas the native hosts in Eastern Russia and Asia, they've encountered this beetle before and they have a whole range of host responses and defenses that they can bring against the larvae when they burrow into the bark. Emerald ash borer is actually a very nice species to work with. As long as you keep the adults below about 20 degrees, they won't fly. We have them in these cups with ash foliage. We know exactly how many adults we have at any given time. These cups will stay within an incubator, and then the whole building is very well thought out. There's the door to the lab, then there's an antechamber, and in our antechamber we have red lighting. The specific spectrum of red lighting is one that insects can't see. For them it just looks dark. So far we've run trials on cut billet material over in the Holt Lab. The beetles have done very, very well on that material. But then when we look at small live trees, they are struggling a bit more. So this is a section of one of these live trees, and the larval galleries are very tightly put together. The larvae is sort of feeding underneath the previous galleries. That's a sign that it's reacting to host defenses and trying to evade host defenses by just feeding beneath where it's fed before. And also we're finding that development rate on these live trees is slower. So we're doing some more of that work now, and we're also looking at a couple of other European ash species, narrow-leaved ash and manna ash, because they're also present in the landscape.
One of the additional questions that we really must address is the added influence of ash dieback, which is now widespread across Europe and impacting just about all of the ash trees on our landscape, unfortunately. We also want to understand whether or not ash dieback might make a tree more susceptible to attack by emerald ash borer, or whether it actually might trigger some production of defensive chemicals, for example, that actually might help exclude attack by the beetle. So this is quite a complex set of questions we're asking. We also know that emerald ash borer really likes and thrives on warm temperatures, and we're pretty sure that in Britain our summertime temperatures are relatively cool for it. One of the things we're looking at is how biocontrol of emerald ash borer might operate in Europe and the United Kingdom. So biocontrol agents are parasitoid wasps. So these are small parasitic wasps, but they attack the larval and egg stages of emerald ash borer. Everybody at Forest Research is doing their best to protect our treescapes, and it's a real pleasure and a privilege to be a part of that.